everybody, what's up? This is Jack with SGTV. To any returning viewers, thank you. On behalf of Spine and myself, we really appreciate all the support. We've broken 500 subscribers and are getting, regularly getting, roughly 1,000 views, potentially more on a lot of videos. To any new viewers, Spy Pack Gaming TV creates content highlighting video games, industry news, and events surrounding them. So anyway, today's video we're going to be talking about, or we're going to be looking at a game that I came across that seems interesting enough that I might like to play it. Anyhow, it's Albion Online. There's a lot of good feedback on this. I don't know if it's mobile players or if it's PC players, but I think there's a load or there's an intro coming up that kind of lays the groundwork for the story. So I'm going to be quiet and let that play.
After 1,000 years, the mists have finally cleared to reveal Albion, the land of myth and magic beyond the sea. Back in the old world, a king who rules with an iron hand longs for Albion's riches. He summons adventurers to claim the land. Hoping to escape their grim lives, many follow, dreaming of a bright future in Albion. But the journey across the sea is long and dangerous. And only the most daring cross successfully. Those who make it arrive at the shores of this magical land, from where they immediately begin to craft, trade, and conquer. You are among these adventurers. Head out and forge your own destiny in Albion.
All right, well, that seemed like a pretty legit introduction. It built the game up well, and seemed like they were definitely aiming at having players get inspired to create a character and build it up the best that they can. So a couple of things. This particular game is truly cross-platform, which means mobile players and PC players alike are both, in the same world. That's something that I wish we would see more of, honestly. I think a lot of games would benefit from it. All right, so let's see here. All right, we got to create a character before we can move on. Let's see. Looks like we have quite a few options to pick from. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of predisposed to creating a what you think of, I guess, whenever you think of like a Merlin type, archmage type character. Not necessarily that I will be a sorcerer, but that's just usually, normally what I go with. There he is. All right, so let's get him out of his underwear, get him set up, and see where we got to go from there. Hair color, let's see here. Yeah, there we go. That's the hairstyle I was looking for. Archmage gotta have long hair, man. They've been around for a long time and quit giving a shit about getting haircuts. So, all right, gotta give him a name. Let's see if Jack's taken. Generic names are usually taken, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway. Oh, you can't rename your character once. Yep, it's a taken. It's already taken. I figured that. All right, let's try something different. I bet this one's not taken. Parables of Jack. There we go. That seems appropriate, doesn't it? It's gonna be Jack. It's gonna be the Parable of Jack. Our adventure through the land of Albion. So that name wasn't taken. Looks like we're gonna play the tutorial. So here we go. The Lighthouse. Oh, there's not a whole lot of loading screens. That's one thing I dislike about games. Alright, so it looks like we're waking up on a beach. and tutorial quests right out of the gate, which is fine. You know, that's what the whole point. Sorry about that. I've got a thing that you guys can't see showing me that the screen is indeed recording, and I got to make sure that it's out of the way of any information that I might need. So, looks like we got some quest markers on the ground and on the mini map to kind of guide us along. I don't know if that's a thing that's strictly related to the tutorial itself, or if it's something that goes on all throughout the game. I got to be honest with you, there's so many games that are going that direction nowadays that I don't know that it matters to me. I play a lot of those games. So, alright, we're going to run up this lighthouse here, check out the ship. Yep, ship's still sitting there. And take a look at the bridge. Yep, there's enemies on the bridge. Let's go back down. Actually, you know what? RPGs are all about exploring. That lantern is just a lantern, but at least now we know it's just a lantern. Oh, we got a sprint spell. That's good, because he runs. And we have a healing spell. That's good to know, too. Sprint and heal. I know you guys, I don't know if it looks like it to you guys or not, but this dude moves really, really slow. Really slow. Oh, that's all right. So we got to gather some resources. That's another thing about this game. So this game it has a player-driven economy in it, right? I'm going to assume that we don't get to interact with it until we get outside the tutorial, but you know, you never know. So but that's always an interesting aspect of the game to me, is whenever you have a marketplace that's driven by players that play the game, you know, not just merchants in the game that have like a preloaded set of things that you can buy. So merchants obviously are never the way that you go about getting the best items in the game anyway, and allowing crafting and things like that are it looks like we're let's see here, we gotta craft our own first weapon, speaking of crafting, but allowing crafting and things like that, or how you go about getting, you know, better weapons, better gear, things like that, because players are very, very ingenuitive whenever it comes to things, creating things. So alright, we got our sword equipped. Looks like we gotta pick an ability. It's calling it a spell. It's alright though. It's an ability. 116 physical damage. It sounds pretty good. We'll go with that. Alright. There we go. Get that quest turned in. Got a shield for it. And we're going to equip the shield and get on to fighting. That's, you know, that's part of RPGs. You got to fight stuff. Just don't be squishy. Alright. Let's go over here and see what's up with these guys. Standing on the bridge here. I think they're in our way, and we're not going to have that. So, hey, that dude died pretty easy. A little sword skill there is pretty nifty. I like it. The combat's not terrible. The buttons do feel a little bit small on the screen, and I've got a decent sized phone. Alright, we've unlocked the Destiny board. Okay, alright. So this must be what I was reading about. This is the similar to like a skill tree. Seen systems like this in games that I played previously. It looks like there's one for each. Yeah, fighter, gatherer, craftsman. Yeah, so it looks like you go about putting, I don't know if you go about putting points into it or if you go about earning points for it, but progress track, no, it's displayed on the Destiny board tracker. So I'm going to guess as we level up and move along, you know, in our development as a character, that points or something will progress us through these particular trees. So, all right, let's get over here, get to the ship, and find the rest of our crew that was with us. Look, another loading screen. So lovely. Not. All right, let's see here. We're still doing the circle thing, and my game is acting wonky. All right, yep. That basically just told us, hey, you're in the tutorial. You're not in the real game yet. So hold your horses, you'll get there. All right, so we got to go to the marketplace and buy a mount. Novice mule, that sounds like, that's insulting. Oh, I don't want to ride a mule. That's like riding a donkey or something. You know what, people that like donkeys, there's nothing wrong with people that like donkeys, but here's the thing. Is that seriously asking me if I'm sure that I want to buy this thing? Like, I didn't click on it on accident. You have to equip your mount. That's interesting. I guess it's the thing that happens anyway, though, right? Yeah, so you have to pick which mount that you're going to use. All right, first things first, we get the mount. All right, now we got to get a beginner's pickaxe and a beginner's axe, and then come back to this guy after we've done so. And apparently the toolmaker's inventory will show us what we need to have those items crafted. All right, it looks like we need 3 of each resource. Didn't exactly see what kind of resource it was, but let's see here. I'm assuming it's this, so we're gonna go with that. Crafting and resource gathering is always it's always one of my favorite systems in any game, as long as they've done it and implemented it and designed it correctly. Because it gives you a lot of options. It's a source of income, it's a source of getting better gear, it's a source of a whole lot of different stuff. So and speaking of gear, this is actually, if I understand correctly, this is a jobless or a classless, I say job system for the old heads, class for the newer guys anyway. This is a classless, jobless system. Your character is what he is based on what you're wearing, which I think is a unique concept. It allows for you to not have to play 8 different characters, but you do have infinite possibilities. Now that may turn out to be a bad thing. I'm not sure. I know it's a complete and total shit thing in Skyrim. But it may work here. I don't know. All right, so we have gotten the items that we needed. Now we're gonna have a world map tutorial. Wonder why. Like, I think world map's probably pretty self-explanatory, and it is not showing me any kind of cues or giving me any kind of indications of what does what at a if I can talk. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't accept the quest. That's what's going on. Anyway, all right. Now, yeah, there we go. All right, regions called zones. Tap zone. Get the name of PvP roles. Information about the zone. Went a little fast through that. Didn't mean to. Just kind of happened. All right, gathering wood and hide. Let's see here. I'm gonna guess it's not this stuff, since we got to go into the woods. It's probably different. Another loading screen. It's gonna freaking kill me. All right, birch trees and foxes. Yep, it's different stuff. All right, let's go. Let's go find that. I'm going to guess that particular thing is a birch tree. It is insanely hard, if you guys can't tell. It is insanely difficult to target the resource that you want to harvest. All right. It appears that we have enough birch logs. Now let's get some hide from this fox. You know what? That thing is doing a whole lot better than those heretics did. It's taking a lot longer to kill it. It's kind of funny. An enemy is taking a much shorter amount of time than a animal to kill, and I did not grab the pelts. I had to run back and get them. That's kind of silly. All right, we got everything. So now we have to go to camp and talk to Silas. All right. God, I can't believe this guy runs so slow. He just does. Maybe the mount moves quicker. I don't know. If I think about it here in a minute, I'll check it out. I'm not going to do it in this town, though, or in this little tutorial starter town thing. All right, let's see here. Gathering ore and fiber. All right, we're going to be going up into the mountains. So let's go get that. Still with the circles. I think Spy called me out on circles. You know what? It's okay, though. He wants to talk about circles. I'll talk about milk. And I'm going to keep talking about these loading screens. Like, I get it. You know, it's probably a really big game. You know, copper ore and cotton. All right, so we need to get those things. And maybe we'll be good. All right, so I'm going to guess that this is, yep, that's copper. And we do not have enough copper. What is this? Cotton. All right, we're going to end up with enough cotton. More than enough cotton, actually. Finish up getting our ore here and see what we do, see how things go from there. So, yeah, it's not enough to not play it, but you would not believe how slow it feels like this character's moving. So I'm going to use this little, that little sprint thing comes in handy a lot. The difference in movement speed is unreal. So we are roughly, I'll go with 15 minutes. We're roughly 15 minutes into the tutorial already, and I don't have any indication that, all right, so we got to refine everything that we just collected. I don't have any indication that the tutorial is coming to an end anytime soon. So hopefully it's not too much longer. I kind of wanted to play through the entire tutorial with you guys, so you know, that way you can see, all y'all can see all the mechanics of this game, because I do believe that I'm going to continue to play this game as long as it doesn't have some kind of really just weird or just terrible system or mechanic or something about it. It reminds me a lot of, for some reason, it's very reminiscent of like RuneScape. I enjoyed that. We just fulfilled some kind of destiny. That's something else. You know what? Something else is going on that I know you guys probably can't tell. Look, see, there it is. You have to individually close every menu. Again, it's not enough to not play the game, but it's enough to be an inconvenience, which is saddening, really, because I feel like the coding for that is probably fairly simple. Maybe it's not that big a deal. It feels like one to me. I want a smooth gaming experience, and whenever you go to close out of something and the menu is, why is it not letting me do this? Anyway, whenever you go to close out of something and the menu hangs out, like the menu stays in your way, I feel like it should just close. All right, it's letting me do it now. Okay. So we have to go talk to the captain again. Completed the quest. All right, now we got to go steal from the heretics. Hey, we just gained a learning point. I don't know what the learning point is. Display the top of the destiny board. All right. Line of progress. All right, you know what, it doesn't appear that we can do anything with it right now, so we're gonna go ahead and move on. There's always some kind of help function, you know, if it's something that can't be figured out. So I think we'll be fine. All right, so let's go steal this map from the heretics. I wonder what the heretics for, or if that's just I wonder if that's a chosen name by them, or if it's chosen by everyone else and they're calling them heretics. Maybe it doesn't matter. I'm just curious. Another loading screen. You know what? I'm going to call it out every time. Here's why. Loading screens aggravate players. They just do. I don't think anybody would disagree with me on that. Not when there's an egregious amount. If I can walk correctly here, we will eventually get to where we need to be going. So he walks so slow. I keep forgetting about the mount. What am I? All right, so now I'm turned around going the wrong way for some reason. We will get where we're going in a minute, I promise. Hey, they're chasing me. That's not cool. And there are more of them than there are of me. This is not a good situation. Hey, that's good to know. Look, they run back. They run back to their where they spawned at. That's good. That's I want those stacks. They look like stacks of currency. I want them. For some reason, it would let me have them. All right, we're gonna go take this map. All right, kill heretics until you reach the learning threshold of the trainee combat node. So I wonder how long that is gonna take. I got a sneaking suspicion that it takes a little bit. I don't know why. These things don't die very easily. So yeah, you know what? I actually am going to, because it's combat, I'm gonna run out here and heal, and we are going to. I'm probably just gonna skip the combat. I'm gonna cut it out, and because I'm afraid that it's gonna take a really long time, and I don't want this video to be y'all watching me do a bunch of redundant stuff over and over again. I'm a really low level, so it's probably gonna take a minute to get it done. So I will be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I was right. We got our learning point threshold achieved, but I was definitely right. It took quite a bit of time to get all that done. Without that clip, that put us roughly 30 minutes into the tutorial, if I can speak. And I don't necessarily think that it's worth making everyone sit through that. Although I do enjoy making these videos and, sharing these gaming experiences with you. I really want those stacks of currency, and it still will not let me have them. That's irritating. Anyway, I really do, I enjoy making these videos and everything, but I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. I'm 30 minutes in, and there's really no end in sight right now, so, and here I go walking the wrong way. Wow, I'm retarded. Sorry if you're offended by that. Actually, I'm not. I didn't mean it in any kind of discriminatory way. I was being stupid there for a minute, and I grew up in a generation where that was a word, so. Alright guys, well, I was hoping to get through the entire tutorial today. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen, and mainly because I think we've probably seen most of the mechanics and systems that we need to see. It is definitely a game that I would like to continue playing, so I do believe I'm going to do so. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do you know anybody that plays Albion Online? That'll be the question for this video. Leave the answer for us in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, share, like, and we will see you in the next video.